We've been studying Mo Willems in kindergarten. First, we read a bunch of his books.
Should I share my ice cream with her? Should I share my awesome, sweet, super
We read as many Mo books as we could, and kids are reading together and some are reading alone, but they're having these discussions about what is it that Mo's doing as a writer and as an illustrator that maybe we could try to.
Look what Mo Willems did. Big, small, 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 big, small.
Does that give you ideas for your writing? Like what?
I can make words big and small.
Cool.
Big, small, big, small, big, small.
Thanks, Desiree.
For several days, we spent time reading Mo's books, and then we would come together and kids would share what they were noticing with each other. Mrs. Nelson would take a photo of the pages that they were noticing, these cool things that Mo did that they wanted to try, and then we created a chart that we used throughout the unit to reference and to teach from, and kids were using it as they were writing their books.
When he tried to eat his ice cream with milk, it like Mo.
Tell me what you know about Mo.
That looks like his ear. The capture on close the book like that, and there's a picture of that big in this. He dropped his feathers and he's like, wait, he's on every page because it's for his pet, and he's on every page, and he wonders why stuff is happening. I did a spread like Mo.
After spending so much time with Mo's books, we couldn't wait to start writing. We spent a lot of time talking about Mo's characters. We noticed that a lot of his books had just like 2 characters in it, and how they showed up on every page and the way that the characters looked the same on each page. And we also talked a little bit about how there was a problem, that one of the characters had a problem, and then at the end of the story there was a solution to that problem.
I do characters like Mo. I did animals just like Mo. I want to get a cookie. What I have is 2 characters like Mo right here. I make animals just like Mo.
We noticed that sometimes Mo really zooms in really close on a character. We also were noticing, like in Nuffle Bunny, how there was a photograph in the back, and then he kind of looks like he cut out his characters and then put them on the page. And so we really enjoyed cutting out and adding, kind of building up our pages, our illustrations with different layers.
1. Mo did close-ups of me. I couldn't share this? My bed for Lily's bed. That's what Mo does. He cuts out stuff. You can see I have these words like Mo, and you can tell them I got like 5 colors. From the eyes, arms,
What'd you do like Mo?
I draw. This is 4, and there's a picture in each one, and there is stuff inside. And I'm at my Canna's house.
If you spend any time reading Mo's work, you can't help but notice the speech bubbles. And the kids did. They noticed the speech bubbles, but then they noticed so much more. They noticed the way the shape of the speech bubble influenced the tone of the voice. And they noticed in the Elephant and Piggy books how when the elephant was speaking, the speech bubble was gray, like the elephant is gray, and the piggy speech bubble was pink, like the piggy is pink. And they noticed how sometimes the speech bubble was in the shape of whatever the character was talking about. And so they tried all those things, the color and the shape and jagged edges, in order to add this tone and sound and voice to their writing.
On 2 pages. Here's the first page. Here's the second page. I put a speech bubble like Mo. This is speech bubble. I told you with my friends. And it's very yellow. It's half butterfly.
Go.
When the pig talks, it's pink. When the elephant talks, it's gray. I use a speech bubble like Mo.
This question of what does Mo do that we can do too drove our whole study. And at the end, when we were thinking about how can we celebrate this inspiration that Mo is, we decided to make an author's photo just like the one that was on our chart. And so Mrs. Nelson got a big white sheet, and kids illustrated their favorite characters from the books they've been writing, and then we took a class photo to display inside our sheet.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Nelson, and I teach the best kindergarten class in the world. We just finished doing a book study on one of my favorite authors, Mo Willems. I selected Mo because his writing is just incredible. It's very inviting. It invites the children to interact and to just explore their world of writing. And we have done wonderful books about Mo.
I think it's safe to say we all agree with Timothy. We're thankful for Mo and his books and the inspiration he's been to us as writers.